So we're getting a tour around the area around St. George, Utah. We're going to go into Snow Canyon, but we thought we would stop, or Robin thought she would stop and show us the cinder cone here. That is actually an old cinder cone volcano, and then you can see all of this piles of lava that at one point flowed out of that volcano. It's pretty wild. After leaving the volcano, Robin took us into Snow Canyon State Park. It was pretty spectacular. After yesterday, thinking about getting rid of the BMW and getting me one of these things. Robin, say hello.
Hey!
Robin. Robin, and there's Jack over there. He doesn't want to be on the internet. So
And here's me.
he's in witness protection.
You never know, do you? You never know.
So we are having, I think, our first home-cooked meal
Yes.
in 3 weeks now, right? So
Yay.
thank you, Robin and Jack, for this. We appreciate it very much. Good morning. So we are up a little bit early today. I don't know, it's 6:45 or something like that. Got up at 6. Got cleaned up, starting to pack. We are leaving St. George today, heading through Zion and ending up in Jacob Lake, just outside the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So we don't have very far to go today, only about 132 miles, but we are going through Zion, so we'll stop and take some pictures and so forth. We're going to try to get through there relatively early today, keep the heat down for us and for the bike, because, again, after we went through a couple of days ago, riding out there, it wasn't very fun. So I don't think anybody's looking forward to getting back on the bike right now. But hopefully that will change as we get going. The bike did great, once we got off the highway and could get a continuous flow of air over it. It was fine. The temperatures did drop a little bit as well. We got out of the teens and got down to, 108 or so. And the bike was okay, again, as long as it was moving. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to get out of here, get up into some more altitude where the temps are going to drop, and we'll be able to just, again, hopefully keep moving. We won't get stuck in any traffic jams like we did before. So that's the plan. Leaving St. George, we took Jack's suggestion and headed out Route 7, which turned out to be a really nice road running through some beautiful country, and it was very lightly traveled. The Route 7 runs from St. George into Hurricane, and yes, I'm told that it's pronounced Hurricane or Hurricane, but never Hurricane. Once arriving in Hurricane, we decided to take a road that leads off of the main highway, which is Route 9. That runs through Zion National Park. This road is called Kolob Terrace Road, and it's a really beautiful road. We rode up there and we were looking forward to seeing all these beautiful sights, but that is when we started having a little problem with the bike again. All right, guys, so got a problem again. So we left early from Robin and Jack's, only about 80 degrees right now. We came up this beautiful road, Kolob Terrace, to come in and see part of the park, and bike starts overheating again. We're just climbing up a little hill, and the bike's overheating. So something obviously is wrong. So we made it down the mountain. We're here at a little convenience store in Laverkin, Utah. Kathy's going to give Robin and Jack a call, tell them we're headed back their way. And it's Sunday right now, so can't do anything. So I guess I will call tomorrow if the BMW dealer is open and see if we can get it in for service at some point next week, hopefully on Tuesday. That's what I'm thinking right now. We'll drop the trailer off at Robin and Jack's, and I'll see if I can hoof it back to Vegas, get them to look at this thing. So at that point, well, Kathy and my ride was over. We couldn't continue on the bike the way that it was. We had to head back to St. George, back to Robin and Jack's, and then see if we could get the bike back into Vegas in order to get it looked at. And that's exactly what we did, right? Jack helped us out. He and I rented a U-Haul truck. We loaded the bike, I should say, onto the U-Haul truck and headed down to Vegas. Hey guys, so I'm sitting here in an Enterprise car rental agency because we're getting a car. Jack, who's over there, he and I got a U-Haul through the BMW in the U-Haul and drove all the way down to Eurosports here in Las Vegas. And they took the bike in, but unfortunately they're not going to be able to work on it other than the already scheduled service that I had on the 22nd. So up to that time, Kathy and I want to continue on this trip, so we're going to get a little SUV, and then we're going to go and catch up with Cheryl and Kevin out on the road, and we'll just do Utah in the car. So not ideal, but hey, we're still going to be able to go and still see the things that we wanted to see. And so the dealer actually ended up calling me, I believe it was Tuesday morning, and said that they were able to get to the bike and they found out that it was the water pump that was bad on the bike. So I told them, says, well, I've already rented a car. We're planning on heading out. In fact, we were already in Bryce at the time when they called me. So I told them that I'd already rented the car and that I would just get back and pick up the bike on the 22nd of June when we returned. And so that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been traveling now with our rental car, and it actually turned out to be a godsend because Kathy had a little bit of trouble with the heat as we pulled into St. George. She actually ended up stripping down, taking a shower, and laying on the floor for, I don't know, probably about a half an hour when we got to Robin and Jack's house because she just couldn't handle the high temperatures. So having the car enabled us to go into all of these national parks without having to have all of our motorcycle gear on. It enabled Kevin and Cheryl to also get in the car and go through these national parks, and it was just so much better being able to do that than having to worry about getting on and off the bike, carrying gear with you and so forth, trying to hike around in gear and so forth. So the car ended up being a real godsend. So from this point on, you're going to see in the next few days as we go through all these national parks, we're doing it in the car. All right, guys, we are now leaving Robin and Jack's for the second time. This time we are in this Toyota RAV4. So Kathy and I are going to continue on. There she is back there. While the bike is in Las Vegas, hopefully getting diagnosed and fixed. So we're going to continue on. Have a good time. Bye.
Have a good trip. We'll see you again. See you shortly.
Love you guys. Love you.
So leaving Robin and Jack's for the second time, Kathy and I jumped in the RAV4 and we headed through Zion, which we had planned to do originally on the motorcycles. It's not quite the same riding through Zion with all of the beautiful rock formations all around you when you're in a car, but still we were able to do it, and we were able to ride all the way to Bryce, or actually Tropic, Utah, and meet up with Kevin and Cheryl the next day. So riding up through Zion on the way to Mount Carmel Tunnel there, and so we just stopped to pull over, take a couple of pictures of this just amazing sights back here. Just utterly beautiful. And the traffic's not too bad today coming up here, so that's a plus.
Having a video of us taking
We
a
are.
selfie?
We have video of us taking a selfie.
It's-
And we're here at, there's Checkerboard Mesa up behind us.
I just said to Craig, wait, why? How did nature do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, stopped here at pretty much every trip through Zion, so figured we'd finish it off with a stop here. Take a few pictures. It's always beautiful here. Scoot in here. All right, so we just happened to be driving down the road coming out of Zion today, and we had talked about meeting these guys, right? They're my buddies from Saskatchewan, Canada, right? Part of the Geezers, right? And just happened, we looked over here and we saw the bikes. I said, hey, I know those bikes. And sure enough, they're in there getting some breakfast. So it was great to run into them. This is Tony, Barry, and Kevin. So all from Canada. And so that was great seeing those guys, catching up with them. They're all really great guys, all
Super
in
nice
yeah,
guys.
all in the Canadian Air Force or in the reserves right now.
After serving their country for
Yep,
many years.
for a long time. Most of them are lifelong enlisted, I guess, in there. But anyway, it was really nice seeing them.
Yeah, and say what you might about Saskatchewan, the people are fabulous.
They are.
Hey, pan down to your shirt, can you?
Oh yes, my Geezer shirt.
Right, because they are the Geezers.
Yep, those are the Geezers. So we have a Facebook page dedicated to that, and I'm an official Geezer because I spent the night on the road with them.
That's
so.
right. They're wonderful people. It's so wonderful to meet them. Hi, guys.
After that, Kathy and I made our way over into the area of Bryce Canyon National Park and to our stop in Tropic, Utah, where we would meet with Kevin and Cheryl.
Hello from Tropic.
All right, so we're here in Tropic, as Kathy just said, and we're walking down to get some coffee. Kevin and Cheryl just got here, so we just had
There's
lunch.
another one of those rental vans.
Yep, lunch at Rustler's. So we're being invaded by the escape camper vans.